thank you guys once again for getting this channel to 100 subscribers. And so let's just get started with the Q&A. So what are my top 5 to 10 other favorite YouTube readers and my top 5 to 10 favorite reviewers or analysts? Well, for YouTube readers, off the top of my head, I can think of Bob Scribbler, Lost Narrator, Emogak. A while ago, there was this other reader. His channel got deleted or hacked, I think, like over a year ago, I think at this point. But his YouTube channel name was Mungo Jerry. I really liked his readings. And the fifth one, uh, those are the only ones that come to mind. Oh well, see, Captain Sand. Pretty much the ones that are on my channel. I pretty much like the readers that I have on my channel. Now for reviewers, off the top of my head, immediately I think of Silver Quill, um, Anthony C, of course. Those two are pretty high up there. I watch I watch I Love Impossible a lot. Uh, Tommy Oliver and Dr. Wolf, of course. I can't really think of many of them at the moment, but I mean, if you listed them off to me and I knew who they were and watched their videos, and yeah, I probably like them. Uh, all right, favorite slash best pony, uh, Fluttershy. Least favorite pony of the main six and of supporting. Well, of the main six, my least favorite is, I guess, Applejack. Just because I'm just not really interested in Applejack's character all that much. It's not that I don't like Applejack, it's just that she's my least favorite. And supporting? Hmm. That would be a tough decision to make. Trying to think of all the supporting characters. I honestly couldn't say a least favorite supporting character. I guess Snips and Snails, I mean, because Snips and Snails. Favorite and least favorite princesses besides Luna. Favorite would have to be Twilight because main six, and least favorite is Cadence because she's pretty much just feels like a character that was forced upon the show writers by Overlord Hasbro. Uh, Future hopes or plans? Well, for the channel, I want to get, as I've said on multiple occasions, I want to get into writing scores for the readings and making these readings much more professional, and I also want to get much more involved with the fanfic reading community and, sort of get some VAs involved and all sorts of other stuff. Ooh, favorite and least favorite consoles and most slash least favorite game or games. Well, my favorite console is probably gonna have to be the Wii U or the 3DS, just because I'm huge into Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie. And two of my favorite games, they're both pretty high up there. I mean, either one, it could go either way. Mario Kart 8, and this is going really obscure, but Crash Tag Team Racing. I love how quirky that game is. I was in love with that game. Do you consider PC Master Race as Master Race? Um, no, I'm honestly not into like the PC Master Race stuff. I do play a lot of PC, but I don't think PC is Master Race. It's basically just a glorified console. I mean, PC isn't meant for console generally. Uh, Really, it it's not Master Race. It's just for gaming alone. I guess it's easier to control, but it isn't really Master Race. Favorite and least favorite PC games. Uh, Super Hexagon would be an easy favorite, just because I love the challenge that game provides. As for least favorite, I'd have to say Bloody Trapland. It's an obscure game-ish, kind of. My friend got it for me a while ago, and we tried to play it together, but I just hate that game because of the challenge. It's kind of funny how I love and hate games that challenge, but Super Hexagon makes it your fault. Bloody Trampland makes it not your fault, essentially. That's what it comes down to. Free to play and standard or subscription. I don't know what you mean. I guess free to play? I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean like, do I prefer free to play or standard, like where you just buy it once and play it, or you like subscription where you have to buy it monthly or something? I guess I prefer standard, I guess, in that case, just because, generally free to plays aren't as good, with the exception of games like TF2, of course. Tanks or mecha? I am not into tanks. I don't know what you mean. World of Tanks or War Thunder? Yeah, I don't know what this is. Top 5 to 10 favorite and least favorite fanfics of MLP. Well, immediately, Background Pony jumps to the top of that list. Twilight's Dollhouse would be an easy second. Um, a lot of the fics I've read are really good, but those two immediately jump to mind. I guess Morphing is Magic would easily be on the top 10 list. I guess. Gears in the Void I really like so far. I guess I'll put that at number 3 and Morphing is Magic shortly after at 4. I don't know why. I guess I just like the atmosphere of Gears in the Void better, really. Even though they're very similar. Sort of. I don't know, I appreciate the humor more. Oh gosh, I can't really think of one that should fit here. Oh, you know what? There's actually the fifth one goes to the proper feeding and care of monsters. That's one that I'm actually planning on doing a reading of sometime next year. And least favorite, Curse of the Wereponies immediately jump to the top 5. I don't need to explain that. Uh, Honestly, most of the fics I read, I don't dislike. Those are really the only ones I can think of that I'd ever disliked. And the same goes for not an NLP, if I have read any of them, but I have not read, actually, any much fan fiction outside of MLP. How bad do you like or hate pre-Gen 4 MLP, and do I have any of it owned? I do not have any of it owned, but I have seen the React videos, so that's good enough, right? But yeah, I'm not in a hurry to try it. Is or was 3.5 Scootaloo the Antichrist almost risen? I'm gonna go with yes. What, if any, plans, hopes, or fears for the new 2017 MLP movie do I have? Um, I guess I hope they take it, uh, as sort of an adventure style movie. Like, explore out into the world. Like a lot of people were hoping. I really hope basically everything everyone else hopes. There's really nothing much you can say about it at this point. It's so far in the future, you can't really say much about it. Do I feel that Equestria Girls will have anything to do with it, though? Said to be in Equestria this time. I have a feeling it will have something to do with it. I have a feeling they'll find a way to merchandise Equestria Girls into it, and they'll force the show writers to have something to do with it. Have it be involved. Spike seems to have taken the dog snacks if post Equestria Girls 2 is to be believed. Taking 2 dog snacks, sorry. Have you ever eaten or tried to eat a dog/pet treat? No. Would you? No. Are you a fan of potted meat? I have no idea what that is. Do you feel, with all the fan theories or fics and feelings, that they should bring back Queen Chrysalis? If so, how? If not, a replacement? I think they should bring back Queen Chrysalis in the show, just because a lot of us can't really afford to buy the comics, I guess. I mean, well, no. The show should not be a replacement for the comics, and vice versa. But I do think that they should bring her back, just to expand upon it, I guess. How? I don't really know. I I have never read the comics. I just haven't gotten the chance to. Do changelings have a place in MLP? Definitely. Oh, so much they do. They they could take that into so many different directions, and I think they could do a really good job with that. Have I read Leviathan or listened to this person's reading of it? I have not, and I don't know. Is this too many questions given the number of comments so far? Absolutely not. Pokemon or Digimon? Pokemon. I have never played Digimon though. If you take if taken for summer to one, which would you prefer? I would prefer to take a summer off in the Pokemon world, and I might stay depending on how I liked it. What is my personal view on shipping and how far is too far? Shipping is a very slippery slope for me. If you have listened to my Curse of the Were Pony readings back in the day, you know that. You have to do shipping well for me to like it. If you do it any hint poorly, it is just not gonna go well with me. Um, shipping is shipping is very hard to do well. How far is too far? Really, it depends on the person. For me, I just try to avoid shipping general, with a few exceptions. But I mean, how far is too far? I say Clop is too far. That's for sure. Am I sick to death? Am I sick to the point of death of any specific ships yet that make you want to quit the fandom other than main six ships? Not really. I'm not really sick to death, but mainly because I don't really read it that much shipping. Most overused main six ship. Um, Apple Dad, Rare Jack. I guess Rare Jack, because that just seems weird to me. What is my view on clopping or clopfic? It is not okay to me. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you if you do, but it's not okay to me. How much is okay? I mean, fantasizing about like non-sexual situations is okay, but when it gets to the sexual kind of stuff, that's just too much. If you had to choose self-performed total castration or no. How much of Luna's fanship do you feel is still fully meant or meaningful, and how much is a meme? Well, I'd say it's about 50-50 there. I mean, because you see a lot of people who are just saying, praise the moon, Lunar Empire. No, wait, Lunar Republic. But you know what I mean? Like, it's, eh. But still, you see people like remixing and making all sorts of Luna content like sincerely, and I think it's 50-50. Is it, or how overrated is it, or is it all truly genuine? Yeah, it's 50-50. And would I fear Nightmare Moon if I said yes? I don't know what you mean. What question number is it? That is complicated, because you keep comma splicing. Uh, I'm not gonna answer that. Should Prince Blueblood nah. Should Prince Blueblood be redeemed or reused, or best kept as a one-off? That's up to the show writers and the fanfic writers, of course. But I think whatever the show writers want to go with, whatever. Are there any ships I support, and do I see Spike with Rarity ever going anywhere? I don't see in the game. I don't see Spike and Rarity going anywhere. In the game, in the show, I don't see it going anywhere. But obviously, in fan fiction, it's gone everywhere already. Any ships I support? Not necessarily, because as I've said, I'm not really into shipping. Do I plan to play or already play any ship or shipping games? What? Uh, what? Well, I do play shipping games. I have played Twilight Sparkle's Secret Shipfic folder in the past, or at least I've attempted to play it. It didn't really go that far. But not none of the ones like the games you listed. Do I play Plague Inc? I do believe I have it on my wish list on Steam, unless that's a different game. I'm actually checking right now. Steam is different. I do believe I have it on my wish list though, but I haven't played it. I know that for sure. I have Plague Inc. Evolved on my wish list, but anyway, I haven't played it, so I don't know. I think it'll be good.